What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
Happy 2019, everybody. Happy New Year. It is the new year. Somehow we all survived. We haven't been killed in a nuclear explosion yet. The land is not overflowing with seawater yet. The establishment hasn't caused a civil war yet. But I'm talking about my New Year's resolutions since it is 2019, and I have my new found focus in life with this show and my artwork and things like that. I want to talk about my New Year's resolutions and my goals for the new year, one of which is to get sponsorships for this show. So if you are a business or a brand that would like to get some promotion on this show, either through pop-ups, live reads, things like that, product placement. I'm looking for brands that I would enjoy working with, anywhere from the marijuana, CBD kind of place to mattresses, to wallets, to lifestyle, to art supplies. There's a lot of different avenues and different areas in which I would like to reach out and talk to brands and see if, in exchange for some dough, I can help promote your business or your brand or whatever it is you want to sponsor this show with. I also want to start doing live events, live art shows again. I used to do Ray at Night out in San Diego, along with some other pop-up events. And there's a few out here in the Palm Springs area that I would like to do. There's a monthly one over in well, they're both in Palm Springs. There's a weekly street fair in Palm Springs that I might want to try out, or a monthly art fair in, it's called the Backstreet Art Fair out in Palm Springs as well. Much more smaller. It kind of reminds me of Ray at Night. I haven't gone to it. Not that one I haven't gone to go see yet, to see how big it is. But as far as shows and events that are potential, I would like to do those and get sponsorships for those. So if you're a local brand and you want to help maybe pay for my entry fee to these different shows and festivals in exchange for sponsorship, I'll promote your brand, hand out your stuff, whatever it is. Show up to your events and do live artwork or do artwork for you. There's a lot of things that I can do. I have a lot of different ways I can help brands, and I would like to start working with them to start bringing in some money. But doing live shows would be something I'd like to do. And one of the main things is I'd like to start selling more work. Specifically in the new year, I would like to sell out of the many faces, which by the end of the year, this year, I should reach 1,000 faces, which I have sold some. They sell here and there. My marketing for them is not the greatest. I just post on Instagram, so it's very sporadic. Marketing is something I'm going to be focusing a lot more on this year as well. But one of my goals is just to sell out. I would love to have an empty store. At some point this year, if I want to sell out. I would love to sell out, right? Real Big Fish sell out. It's not so bad being trendy. Everyone who looks like me is my friend. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I'm going to be doing this show daily. I'm going to be putting out artwork daily. So 365 episodes, 365 paintings are going to be done in 2019 at least. There's going to be, with Patreon, I want to start doing more Patreon exclusive content. Specifically, I want to start doing a long format, maybe monthly, or just sporadically, a long format podcast to get guests on. I would like to get guests, start talking to some old friends and maybe some new friends. But I want to start making just behind the scenes content, making of content. Just want to start making content specifically for Patreon. That way, there's just more value for people that want to become a member, which membership is $5. Yes, I did raise it. It used to be $1, then it was $3, now it's $5. The reason why I did that is just because in the long run, it's just one, it helps cover fees that get taken out anyway. But two, it's just a legit. I mean, it's cheap. $5 a month is nothing. But I want to get a substantial amount of money. I mean, it's all about having a bunch of people donating $5 a month. And with that money, I'm going to buy art supplies, invest in better quality art supplies, really try and do higher quality stuff. But I want to make sure all of the members over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder, I want to make sure that they get amazing content that nobody else gets, exclusive content. And some of that is going to be these interviews that I want to get on the podcast, which I'm going to rattle off some names, put them out in the universe. I think they're very. I'm really confident I can get 99% of these, or at least 90% of these people. But I'd like to get Cub Swanson on. He's local of the Valley, MMA fighter. I would love to talk to him. I would, go interview him by his mural at the gym or wherever. Cub Swanson, Ari Shafir. I've last year had the honor of doing many Photoshop projects for Ari, his podcast, his storytelling show. I would love to get Ari on the show. My old friend, More Super Jill, who used to do art events out in San Diego. It's been forever since I've talked to her. I'd love to get her on a podcast finally and catch up. Of course, Adam Scorgi, producer of many documentaries, currently working on a documentary with Michael Bisping, but he's done many other documentaries, The Culture High, The Union, Bruce Lee documentary. He's been on the Inspired Disorder podcast a bunch. I would love to get him, have another conversation with him, see where he's at, and introduce all of you new people to some of my old friends. In addition to Adam Scorgi, I want to talk to all of the people from The Naughty Show, Vicky Pezza, Sam Tripoli, Gareth Reynolds, all good old friends, friends in the sense of internet friends, I guess. I don't know. I love these people. But I'd love to get them all on and catch up with them. And the one person on this list that that possibly might not happen, but I'd like to also get Michael Bisping. He's another name that I'd love to get on. He's in California. I will drive out to wherever he is, meet him anywhere, and do a podcast with him. I'd also love to just produce his podcast. If that can happen, possibly, that would be another amazing thing to. If I was going to work with somebody, he's on that very short list. There's only a few people that I'd want to stop doing all this to focus on working with. And I think it would be awesome to work with Bisping. But yeah, so that's just a short list of some people that I'd like to get on as guests. Clearly, there's going to be a lot more. But those are all people that are very gettable in a lot of ways for me. There's a potential there for most of them. So I don't know how soon, but that's one thing I'd like to do is start doing a long format podcast for Patreon. And then yoga. Kind of more of a health fitness. I've been doing the intermittent fasting for a few months now. I don't know how long exactly I've been doing it, but I've definitely lost weight. I have no idea how much weight I've lost, but I noticed that everything fits a little bit looser, which is nice. I am in less pain, less back pain. I still have back pain, but just I do feel a lot better energy with the fasting. But yoga, I need to stretch. I'm horrible at stretching. And yoga is something that for probably a decade I've been saying I'm going to get into. But this year is going to be the time I'm going to add that to my repertoire. So those are my goals, my resolutions for 2019. I hope everybody had a wonderful New Year's Eve and they're recovering home safe and have amazing plans for the new year to take everything to the next level. And I appreciate you all. New episodes of this show come out every day. Subscribe everywhere podcasts are found. And become a member over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder. One of the things you get is to be able to binge the show, the full week of the show in advance. Patreon.com/inspireddisorder. Inspireddisorder.com for all of my artwork and my t-shirts, which I plan on selling out of. So get them while they last. At Ray Taylor for me on all social media. Have a great day, everybody. Happy New Year. Peace out.